Hey everybody in YouTube land. This looks a little different than some of my videos. But yeah, this is something special that I've been sort of trying to put together for a while. And I wanted to make a video to explain what the F is going on so that it makes sense. So this spreadsheet is a list of all the kingdom cards in Dominion with a couple of omissions. And I had actually made a thread about this a long time ago, and I hoped everyone forgot about it. I wanted to do something called the Alphabetical Kingdoms. The idea is you take every Dominion card, there's 205 of them, every Dominion card, and you sort them in alphabetical order, kind of like, in my storage case. And then you take the first 10 alphabetically, and you make a kingdom out of it. And you take the next 10, and you make another kingdom out of it, and so on down the line. Now, 205 is not divisible by 10, but fear not, because we've sort of, at least I've made this work for myself. First of all, Young Witch, which is the last card alphabetically, creates an 11-card kingdom, so that's one of the extras right there. One of the kingdoms has 11 cards, and it's just the last 11 alphabetically. That leaves 4 more cards that you need to take out. 2 of them are easy for me. I hate Tournament and Black Market, and I won't play with them, so they're out. DWI. But in the thread a long time ago, we were just trying to think of a way that you could somehow, on theme, omit 2 of the other cards. And there were a lot of suggestions, but none of them were really, yes, this is the one that I want. So, finally, a couple months ago, Wandering Winder started his power rankings, and he did the bottom 2 cards first. And they were Scout on the bottom and Adventurer second to bottom. And the best suggestion that I found was take 2 cards out that will be least likely to affect the kingdom that they're in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out Scout and Adventurer along with Tournament and Black Market. And then everything else just happens. So I made this little spreadsheet, and I'm going to scroll through it so fast that you probably won't be able to follow what's going on, but on this left column here is just every card in alphabetical order, and that's what it is. And then this last one has, 11 cards in it, right? 11, counting? Yes. So the other interesting thing I did here was to note which of them came from Prosperity. I put a 1 in the column. And then which of them came with Dark Ages. And then you wanted to have a proportion, a proper proportion of games with Platinum Colony and then Shelters. And those were the ones where the Prosperity and Dark Ages cards, respectively, were most heavily represented. So, for example, in this first set, 4 out of the 10 cards are from Dark Ages. So that was the most. It actually worked out pretty well. There was a clean break. So I think you wanted to have 4 kingdoms with the Shelters in them, or 3 with the Shelters and 2 with Plat Colony. And it worked out there was a clean break. So 4, 4, and 5. So 4 or more gave you Shelters, and then with the colonies, there were 2 with 3, and the rest had less. So that was clean, and it worked really well for this, and I'm happy with it. So what I needed to do then was to get the cards on GoCo. So when GoCo finally finished implementing all of the cards, they put out Stash and Black Market. It was possible to get all the cards I needed for this, and so I set out on a quest to do all the adventures. And after an excessive amount of time that I do not wish to repeat ever again, I finally have them. I have every card on GoCo except for Black Market. The Go coins are sitting in my account because I had them extra because I bought sets in a way that wasn't very smart, and I will not buy the card. But now I have all the cards. I made all the decks. I have not actually looked at these kingdoms to analyze them or anything. Part of the fun is doing that. So what's going to follow, I'm going to put this video in a playlist, link to all of the relevant stuff that I've talked about. What's going to follow in this playlist that this will eventually be in is each of these 20 games in the alphabetical order. And what I'd like to do is ideally play against a different opponent for each game. Just get a lot of people in on this, have a lot of fun with it, and just see if any of the kingdoms are interesting. See if any of them provoke some interesting discussion, have an interesting game that ends up coming out, that kind of thing. Just 20 games of Dominion with a theme. So if you would like to be my opponent for one of the games, let me know. I want to try as many different formats as possible. I've even thinking about recording an IRL game for this, but I don't really see how that's actually going to work. But yeah, I want to do lots of fun stuff with this, so you should let me know. You can comment or get in touch with me on the forums, and yeah. So I hope you enjoy the Alphabetical Kingdoms. Bye.